So much going on with this election in Orange County. This story is about money, wages, unions, and Mickey Mouse. Disneyland taxes are $140 million a year to Anaheim. That's half its annual budget. And for years, the city would do all kinds of things for the company to keep the resort growing. But now the city council, much of it, and the outgoing mayor fear that Anaheim has given away too many incentives to a wealthy company, and once warm relations are frozen. And now the happiest place on earth is being accused by some workers of low pay.
Some of us are sleeping in our cars. I've done that a couple of times.
This was a New York Times op-ed where some Disneyland workers claim they cannot make ends meet. Their union is pushing a ballot measure in Anaheim to raise the minimum wage to $18 an hour by 2022 for any large company that gets tax rebates. So to exempt itself, Disneyland has returned over $200 million in tax rebates and killed a luxury hotel project.
Disney has canceled their Four Diamond Hotel in Anaheim, which is going to cost over 5,000 construction jobs and about 1,100 ongoing jobs. It's going to kill more jobs than it was intended to help.
Now, if the measure passes, it could be up to a court to decide if, in fact, Disneyland is now exempt. Disneyland released this statement to us. We believe wage decisions should be made at the negotiations table, where we have successfully negotiated contracts with our unions to pay $15 an hour or more to the majority of our hourly cast members, which is 3 years ahead of California's minimum wage requirements. We have tried for weeks to get comment, guys. Disneyland finally got us this statement over the weekend, and the union never replied after repeated requests. Back to you.
Jane, this story is smack dab in the middle of something that we've been talking about a lot lately. Cities doing all they can to lure big corporate headquarters and presence. Amazon is doing that right now. There's been some controversy over whether Wisconsin is getting what it thought it was getting with Foxconn. What is the underlying message that you're hearing on the ground from workers, from politicians, about the potential downsides in all these incentives to lure corporations?
Well, it is a very, very two distinct camps here in Anaheim, and it's strange and interesting how there has been a growing movement in Anaheim against Disneyland, against the resort, even though it provides half the annual budget. So it is one union out of many at Disneyland, or out of a few, that is pushing this ballot initiative. And the fact that Disneyland then renegotiated to raise to $15 an hour already shows that they have responded. But by exempting themselves, by giving back all this tax rebates for this luxury hotel project, they don't have to get to 18 by 2022. So it becomes this dance. Yes, you could say Disney is a very, very wealthy company, but they got wealthy by not building luxury hotel projects unless they pencil out.